Hey everybody, and welcome back to our Krakdhûmvror playthrough in the EU4 Anbennar mod. Last episode, we have finally come out of our little hardy hole, and we are moving on into the real open world and getting a breath of fresh air for once. Gotta wonder how like the miasma and stuff is in all these caves and breathing that bad juju air the entire time. But now we're just, yeah, we're in a forest, and there's like little goblins, and there's actually not as much as usual. I'm actually kind of tempted to wipe them out and be friendly. No? Meh. Maybe not. Yeah, as I said last episode in the comments, probably a lot of you are like, what the hell are you doing? You're saying you're making so much money, why aren't you paying your people more? Yeah, I'm gonna do that now, especially with how many dwarven buffs we get to advisor costs. I mean, dude, this guy's last name is literally Flamehammer. Like, yes, take my money. Like, what is wrong with me? Might as well, you know, keep up on the points and everything. I might even take... No, I gotta stay up on Miltech. I can't just... Wait. See what happens when I do things, guys? You see that? I literally just paid him more, and he, like, just died. Are you serious? Alright. You're getting replaced with the Forge Hammer. Now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have paid you more. Grar of Earth Fist. Because you're pretty old. Now that I think about it, you know how broken it would be if these ages for advisors would also match the race you're playing? Like, imagine being an elf and having, like, Silmuna whatever guy living for, like, 300 years as, like, a level 5 advisor or something crazy like that. It'd be pretty busted. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's a terrible idea for a mechanic. Yeah, another thing I love about this campaign so far is that we have an extra colonist, and we can't really do anything with them right now until we finish Broken Wheel. And I know we could, like, slap it in provinces to, you know, increase dev, which I might just do. Like, what would be the best? Is there, like, a map mode or something for this? I don't know. There probably is, and I'm pretty dumb, but not sure. Yeah, but I might as well just do it in these caves. Maybe the gem province. 19%? Sure, why not? It'll cost us money for a colonial maintenance, if I remember correct. Yep. That's fine. We have tons of money anyways. We might actually have to deal with this little problem up here in the north. I could increase autonomy, actually. I don't really see a point. Yeah, that seems pretty bad. Yeah, as per usual, we're just chilling. Hopefully I can get to this second hold over here and basically double my income. Or even triple it. I mean, this is a really good province. Even though we still can't even see our trade node. And this is a completely different trade node in general. The Aul-dwarov one. Oh yeah, we're moving on to Aul-dwarov soon as well. All come together. And it seems like goblins are moving around in our land as well. If we can stack goblins with dwarves in our capital, ooh. That's just beauty right there. I know it's kind of like heresy in a way to be a dwarven nation and tolerate goblins, but like, they're making you money, man. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Alright, well it looks like, yeah, it looks like most of the Knorrian continent has been revealed to us. Oh wow, even Jadar. Holy. So Jad's doing his thing. Ketarada is going beast mode. Hitty mode, you would even call it. Liam's pretty much going to be the dominant sun elf. Lorraine is just... Lorraine's doing its thing. Just beasting on everybody over here. Even taking this little province from Vanale for some reason. Vanale is lacking on colonization, just like usual. Bjarnrik is doing okay. I might just need you as a friend. we're gonna need friends. Because Frozenmaw is, yeah, doing really good. Only has 21k right now, though, which isn't that impressive. But I am kind of sad because our dwarven brethren have been doing well. Or Lazam over here. The Ramsteel dwarves, and hopefully they didn't take Aul-dwarov because it's going to make it 10 times harder to take it for ourselves. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to get there, I wanted to expel or relocate the orcs somewhere else, and, you know, instantly flip it to my culture and everything. But now that, you know, the dwarves are owning it, I won't get a CB to take it. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to accept their culture, but, you know, it's just worse. It really sucks. But anyways, it just looks like the usual stuff going on over here. The Emperor is still Lex. And sorry if you can hear something in the background, it's my dog's making a lot of noise. Still a little puppy. Just goofing around in the background. For OBS, I actually have it set to, so you can't really hear anything at like a certain point. It's like a, I think they call noise gates. I don't know if it's really working though. Still kind of boomer as it is. I think I'm going to take this because it will give us money and it will improve a province that is actually really good. Especially when this blood on the stones goes away. Which actually, this Garland, oh wow, as soon as I look at it, they do it too. Makes me so upset. Alright, Troll Slayer, let's go slay some, well, dwarves. Not really the same thing, but I guess dwarves could be trolls in a certain light. I'm actually, damn it, should have paused. That's fine though. We have the manpower. I was actually gonna wait for the nobles to move over to our capital so we don't take the -2 penalty, but we're fine. It's alright. I'm using quantity as a crutch anyways, which, you know, you can't do that forever. And I'm also thinking, I mean, backseat gaming's fine and all that stuff, but I'm genuinely curious. Cavalry in general is kind of meh. I mean, our economy can support it, but for a -20% penalty, is it worth it just to get the 2 cavalry? Like, I actually don't know if flanking does anything interesting for us. Does flanking, like, negate their flanking or anything? I really don't know. All I know is that your units can move in further to attack more units, and that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's any, like, meta strat. Or like, oh, you can, because like in actual history, cavalry was, not all the time, but they would use it to combat other cavalry, because, you know, you don't want to get flanked and completely destroyed. But I don't know what it does in EU4 that much. And it looks like, who's the new one? I guess Earthseed got taken by Krakdhûmvror, so that means the goblins over here failed. So we can actually take our next blessing. And honestly, really don't know. Institution spread's pretty mediocre, especially since we don't have any roads, it's all caverns. And all we really need to do is dev our capital. I guess Krakdhûmvror Orc Slayer's Book of Dwarven Grudges might be the best decision here, even if it's only 5% morale, which is, it's something, obviously, but not that interesting. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to take the higher depth colonies. I would love the veterans of the Lilac Wars, but obviously that makes literally no sense for our position. So I don't even know if the Australian Courts Dwarves over here even knew what a Lilac Wars was, because that's all the way over here. Pretty damn far. Actually, I wonder if Frozenmaw gets it. If they do, that's a major problem for us. I mean, yeah, their capital is on Knorr, so I think they do actually get that 35% increased manpower, regain speed. And since we finished Broken Wheel finally, it is time to check out our surroundings here. It's been so long since any Court's dwarf ventured outside the Giant's Anvil. We should send out some initial scouting parties into Tanning Valley and get the lay of the land. Then we must decide where best to send our teams to get a forward outpost up and running as soon as possible. With all that complete, we will have a base from which we can mount further expeditions into the Northern Pass and beyond. To the Northern Pass and beyond! We lose 3k manpower, which is fine. We discover a lot of provinces, including some of these centaur ones, so I can finally see who it is. You know, that's enough talking, let's just see. Oh man, alright, here we go. So Frozenmaw and Golden Tremor. That doesn't sound terrifying at all. You know, 28,000 centaurs and a horde that would probably destroy us. And they're gonna hate us. And Frozenmaw is right on our door. So yeah, that's fun. Nice and dandy. I think I'm actually going to take the colonists from here and fan out as much as possible. Even, hold on. Let's check this area here. What is it? Probably would be better to take Tanning first, but I would rather get... Actually, no, I don't want a border. I was thinking to take this so he can't, Frozenmaw, and then take this so I can finish off the area. Might not be the best, though. We're definitely gonna need friends. And I did move my army down, so there goes that colony immediately. Just sent those dwarves out to die. I'm a monster. Yeah, our court mage just died. Awesome. Let's get some more taxes and increase that. Yep. Goodbye, Serpent's Shadow. And welcome back, Serpent's Shadow. Oh man. Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with these natives. I could put them down by spending some mill, but seeing our current sandwich situation, I kinda don't want to. I really need to get friendship with you. Hopefully maybe get some maps as well. Can I just ask them for it? Let's see. I guess not. Huh. Unless I'm blind, which I probably am. Yeah, there it is. Request to share maps. Apparently since he's a colonizer, he won't really let me. That's weird. I didn't even know that was like a problem. You don't want me taking your land, man? What's wrong with you? It would be cool to get Yarnrick so we could sandwich the Sandwicher or something. Maybe even Goed, but we can't even really... Oh, we can rival the Golden Tremor at least. And we still can't even see our trade node, which is really upsetting. I really want to see it. I'm actually feeling really good about our playthrough so far. Obviously the first episode wasn't really that impressive, it was just reading, you know, my specialty, and then just pretty much sitting there. Honestly, as I said before, I'm having so much fun just, you know, talking out my ass and just enjoying life and then hearing what you guys have to say. Might even go into, like, sharing some personal stories if you guys want to hear about that sort of thing. Because I've really just been talking about, like, games and other stuff like that. Which, I mean, is interesting, but... yeah, there's, like, so much other crazy stuff I could talk about. Like, recently, a good friend of mine he bought me... I don't know why, it's just a bored thing to do, but he bought me the Lego Batman trilogy. And honestly, It is so much fun playing through that stuff. But it's just I haven't played it in probably like a decade or so. I mean, what? Lego Batman 1 came out in like 2009. And dude, Lego games are just so much fun. I've never played any of the new ones. Well, the old ones, minus the whole like nostalgia factor, obviously I'm gonna like that, but dude, it's just a blast. And it's great because I'm gonna be able to play it with them because of the whole. I didn't really know about it until now, but Steam has a way to play non-multiplayer games through a sort of like shared controller thing on your screen. And there used to be a whole, I forget what it was called, but there used to be a program that tried to do the same thing, but it was like really janky and messed up. And I used to have really bad internet, so it would never work. Because I used to try and play a game called A Wizard of a Legend with a friend, and it didn't have any online playability, so it was really hard to try and play with anybody. But anyways, yeah, just like the whole blast from the past, playing like Lego Batman, dude, it's just a journey. And hopefully, if I'm able to make a game that people will enjoy now and then enjoy in the future, like a now and later, that would warm my heart so much. Like, 'cause I don't really care about money or anything, but just people are able to look back on this game or whatever that I make, or any other games I make. I'm not just gonna stop at one. But they're like, oh yeah, I remember this game. It was like my childhood. You know, it came out in like 20. Oh god, it hurts saying this. Like, kind of feel a little old. Like, oh yeah, it came out in like 2025 or something. And yeah, you worked hard on it, and it's great. I love this aspect, blah blah blah. And maybe it's like 2050 right now. Let me boot it up and see if it's still amazing. And of course, I made it, so it's amazing. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But anyways, it's just cool thinking about that. Like, even stuff like Skyrim, even though Bethesda's kind of garbage nowadays, in a way, and, hasn't really done much. I mean, yeah, Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna come out, but I'm kind of terrified to see how it's gonna be with Bethesda's business practices and, like, the whole new gaming situation going on right now, where it's, I forget what it's called, it's like paying for services, like constant DLC and updating like the same game, until it eventually doesn't make them enough money and they abandon it and move on. Which I'm pretty sure is what Paradox does. Like the whole Imperator Rome situation, which was just like a disaster in a way. Because they spent so much time like making it seem amazing, came out, was kind of meh, there wasn't anything really to do, not like lacking in flavor and all this other stuff. Kind of like died off. And then was just like, they did this huge update, and it was amazing. And then just abandoned it. Like, it was just so confusing watching it all happen like that. I mean, they have their own prerogatives. It's an actual, gaming company. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but like, they had their own thing to do. They had to probably cut costs and whatever. But just sad to see. And there's other stuff I'm afraid of too from Paradox, like Victoria 2. That's not Victoria 2, Victoria 3. Sorry. That's a major one. I was so hyped when that first came out back in, I think it was like June or July. I got that first trailer or whatever. That was amazing. And I'm just kind of scared. I haven't been really looking at the dev vlogs or anything. But one of the main YouTubers I watch, Spudgun, he's doing a bunch of like live streams with all the people he plays multiplayer with. And just seeing like the titles and stuff like that, and like how they're kind of scared how the game's deving. I don't know if it's gonna be as amazing as people thought. Who knows? Maybe it is pretty good. Maybe I'm just a naysayer, just like he is, or something like that, but I don't know. Let's go back to the game here. We are bordering Frozenmaw. And I finished off quantity, so we have 50% more force limit. We're actually going to hopefully match them. Just kidding, I lied. He's built up the force limit because he's at war. So we're basically outnumbered. Which is no bueno. Not going to be good for us. That's why I'm building up the military. Probably just going to go like 12, 12, 1. No, not 12, 12. I was saying 12, 12 because these two stacks. But I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the cavalry situation. Not really sure. And of course, since we're sitting on colonies, they're not auto-stacking. Which you can't blame the game for stopping that. It's a really good game decision there. But I honestly think we could beat Frozenmaw. We just need more friends over here, and I think we could get the Silver Forge expedition as well. Just as a defensive measure. As you've probably seen here, you can see the missions fulfilled for bordering Frozenmaw. We'll go check that out soon. Just trying to get my stuff set here. What's this? 11, 11. I might just wait until these are done colonizing. But yeah, orcs on the surface. It's been many years now since the orcs poured out of the Serpent Spine into Iskan, into the west. But our scouts have brought news that there are also orcs on the far side of the northern pass, past the Lonely Mountain. These strange Gray Orcs seem to be coming from the lands west of Logir's End. We cannot allow these Gray Orcs into the pass, lest they do what their ancestors did and threaten all we have accomplished anew. So we get a permanent claim over this entire region, and we get a massive buff for 20 years. A grudge reignited. Totally dwarven thing there. Whole book of grudges from like Warhammer or something. And it's funny how my main adversary in this campaign is myself from the past. Good old Frozenmaw. I missed that first video I did, where I sounded like I was speaking through a speaker at like a Taco Bell drive-thru. It was really bad. Like, it's always fun looking at a YouTuber's first video and everything, but I probably should have tested the sounds and everything when I was recording, but I really didn't. So it just sounded really bad, and people were gonna go back and look at it and be like, damn, this guy used to be like a lot cooler. Nah, I'm just kidding. But it's always cool thinking about the past, especially as YouTube and stuff. Like, the story of me starting Anbennar is crazy because I don't know if most of you guys were like this, but I found Anbennar through watching Arumba. I didn't get through Provis, who I know was someone else who was doing Anbennar. But yeah, I was watching Arumba, and me and my wife were going on a trip, and we're going hiking in the Virginian mountains. And right before we did that trip, I saw the Anbennar stuff, and I fell in love with it immediately. And I was talking my head off about it to her the entire trip, which sounds like kind of goofy, but it was just like, I was like, babe, look at the map game stuff. It's like way cooler. You know, you can play as a dwarven adventurer, move through the caves, and there's like this, you have your like an adventure company, and there's like different events, and oh my god, there's so much stuff. And it's like, it was incredible, and it just sparked me to actually want to start YouTube. And I was like, you know what, if most people can do this and, you know, enjoy themselves, then why not? I'm just bored, I'm not really doing much. Whole quarantine, pandemic stuff going on, can't really do anything. So, you know what, why not? And here I am now. Obviously with my channel, it's been like scattered throughout the entire year, so I haven't been uploading constantly, and I wish I did. Probably could have gotten a way bigger following and talked to a lot more people. And I really wish I did more multiplayer stuff too. And I honestly do. Only bad part about multiplayer is, like, I'm pretty bad at the game. And I'm probably gonna get demolished, but I mean, as long as I'm having fun, really don't care. But yeah, ever since that first playthrough, it was Frozenmaw, and then I think it was a Lake Federation, then Westem, then Adenica, just all popping out at the same time. God, I wish I could go back to those days. Like, I'm already looking back on it like it was 50 years ago or something when it was just last year, but pretty much like, yeah, we're past like the 1-year anniversary of my channel, which is crazy to me. And I never thought I would actually get to this point, and I'm so glad that a lot of you have just stuck around, and I'm glad to see there's a lot of new people as well. Watching me play map game and talk about dumb stuff and enjoy myself. And I'm still making dumb decisions too. I just realized since we took land away from the nobility, we could be giving them certain stuff here. Like the mill cost, and might even take this nobility and officer corps, which is not that bad. Lose army tradition up front, but we get less of a decay, and I might even take this monthly mill power. Yeah, let's just do that. Don't know where these guys are gonna spawn, so I'm gonna fan out my troops. Something like that. And also, if you didn't realize, we did get a new hold, which is producing gems, which is alright. But now we're gonna have the double hold special over here in Dûr-Vazhatun, which I'm not even sure has its own country. Because if you weren't aware, all the dwarves, or most of the dwarven holds, have their own nations you can reform into. Like, you see how this is Orlazam as Deer, based on the capital here? Then you also have... Oh yeah, look, see, they switched over. This was the Silverforge expedition, and now it's Haraz Orlthum. See, because of the thing here. They all have their own fleshed out ideas. I don't know about mission trees. They at least have their ideas, which is really cool. Yeah, let's seize the land. It's in the capital. And of course, we're going to be losing money now. And I don't mind losing the Republican tradition, it's fine. And fire this guy. Is this half price? No, it's not. Let's take more of this. Yeah, we are starting to lose a bit of money, but we are rolling level 2 advisors across the board. We have a 26 force limit army. They had a disease outbreak. I need to run in there right now. Usually better to do that when they have that, because our front line's pretty much weakened. And look how ahead we are on points. Like, we're completely crushing it so far, which is kind of making me terrified. And also, we need to start deving our capital up, because we need to dig, and we also need to get colonialism. Which, because of this, which I still need to get used to, I didn't even realize we're behind time. We weren't ahead at all. I'm so used to seeing the minus 5% or whatever. Yeah, let's turn this edict on. It's gonna hurt our income even more, but we need to start deving. I think I'm just gonna do mill and dip. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Wait a minute, am I crazy? Wait, haven't embraced colonialism. This institution has not yet been created. Wait, what the hell's going on? Am I losing my mind? Do you get a tech penalty? Yeah, what? Is this tied to the actual tech itself now, or something? Like, Admin Tech 9 is tied to colonialism? That's so weird. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. Anyways, we did unlock our next idea. Orvzana architecture, Krakdhûmvror has a reputation of being somewhat utilitarian in style when compared to the grand marvels of the rest of the Dûr-Vazhatun. While the halls of the Frozen Hold aren't without its grand vistas that could rival those from other holds, its reputation is entirely unwarranted. Krakdhûmvror's particular style of architecture, known as Orvzana, or Cold Stone, Steve Austin, exists only within the realms of the court's doors, and has little in the ways of pomp and circumstance. It's not without purpose, though. Due to its origin as an expanded fort, every building in Krakdhûmvror is first and foremost dedicated to defense and survival. Even the smallest hovel is all but a fortress unto itself. More than once these fortifications stalled, inviting monsters long enough to save Krakdhûmvror from destruction that befell all the other holds in the West Serpent Spine, leading to a common court's dwarf saying, "Those in gold houses often end up dead." And we have 15% fort defense. All of our little hovels and little holes are boarded up and no one's coming in. Actually, it might be better for us to make a fort in Hardy Hole itself. Maybe get a fort in Hardy Hole and a fort in Dûr-Vazhatun. Block off these guys. Maybe get a fort in Nature's Bounty or any of these as well. Block off this entire region so it's just this little iron corridor no one can really come through. But yeah, I wonder if you guys are like looking at me like I'm crazy because like it says colonialism's not yet spawned, but everyone's taking a tech malice for it. And are we kind of screwed? Is Laurent or anyone not colonizing? Like Nimskad? No, Nimskad's not doing it. Yarnrick? No. Bavaria? Bavaria has it. Why is it not spawning? Oh, there you go. If you complain hard enough, it will happen. Birth of colonialism. It spawned in Aborthville, of all things. There we go. Damn, I feel kind of stupid now. More than usual. So now let's dev this up to at least 60, and I'm gonna wait. I might just take the costs for now. Now let's actually turn our army maintenance down, save some money up. Not that far. And I would like to dig down and then take the stuff here. And then just keep going economic. I might just go ahead of time for mill, which I will just do now. That will give us our next group type. And honestly, I think heavy axemen might be the best for us here. As new advances in the field of armor were made, it allowed dwarves to rely on their own plate and then the safety of the shield wall. Many forsook the defensive phalanx and bore large war axes that could be used to quickly fell taller opponents with blows to the legs. Those of a more equal stature will find the dwarven war axe equally well suited to decapitation. Boom. That's perfect because I'm assuming orcs are taller than us, so we can just chop at their legs and cut them down like a tree or something. But anyways, I think I'm actually going to end this episode here. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I'd love to see you in the next episode.